All right, so it's been 2 weeks, I think, since I inspected last. Make sure my mic's on. And I need to swap the green frames today and just kind of take inventory of whether I need to feed these hives or not. I can't really figure out if they're still actively foraging Brazilian pepper or not. The past couple days they've seemed a little more active than they were, so maybe some blooms have come out. I don't know. This hive is looking good. Yeah, so anyway, I just want to kind of see how we're doing. I did put pollen patties in here and I got to remove those and maybe replace them, but make sure we're not having a hive beetle problem because hive beetles love pollen patties. But I was trying to give my bees a little boost after the hurricane. That's why I put them in here. Hey girls, I know. So in Hives 1 and 2 this week, they've been kicking out all the drones. It's been kind of funny to watch. This hive didn't really have a lot of drones, but Hive 2 had a ton of drones because I made a mistake. There's an ant. I put new ant bait around these. These bees don't go in them, but the ants do, and then they don't go into the hive. So anyway, I'm kind of rambling here. Yeah, so Hive 2 had a whole bunch of drones because I messed up with the green frames, and so on basically this whole week, they have been kicking out the there it goes. They've been kicking out the drones because they're getting ready for cool weather. Let's see what's happening here. They are eating it. I want to see. Oh, I don't really see any hive beetle larvae, but I think this is almost gone. I think I'll replace it today. It does have the ants on it. Hopefully the ant bait will take care of that. Okay, I'm glad they've been eating it because I wanted to make sure they had a little boost after the hurricane. It does seem like the hives are more active, so maybe there's something out there that they're foraging. Maybe we need to keep an eye on this hive a little bit because this hive I did not treat for varroa mites because they were so weak at the time. I didn't want to. This is when the queen wasn't laying and I put a new queen in, and I just didn't want to mess with them too much. But now I gotta keep an eye on them and make sure I don't see any signs of disease or anything. Okay. Hey girls, how are we doing? Pretty empty frame here. I guess I could always treat them now if I needed to. Oh, there's our queen. Okay, so measuring cells with her little feet and head, so she's looking for somewhere to lay. Hopefully she's still laying. Pop out this green cell, even though there's probably not a lot going on here, because I want to stay on a schedule. Because we saw last week what happens when I get off schedule with that. They haven't, not really any drone larvae here, but empty one here. could give them, I could give them one that's built out, but it would be a big job for them to clean it out. I don't know. I think I'll just stick this in here. You girls, blank frame. The other two are more built out. I don't know about giving these guys. Actually, you know what? I am going to give them a different one because the other ones have some honey on them too. Try again, girls. I'll give you one of these ones that's, let's see, yeah, this one has honey on it. Let's give you that one. You can clean this out. Open cells and some resources. So, I gotta take the tape off of this hive. Noisy. Noisy. Well, we have bees up here, that's for sure. This hive had a lot of hive beetles. One of my recent inspections. Okay. Bees up here. Okay. Well, what we're dealing with. Okay, so this was not a good idea. Oh, that's great. So here's what happened. I put the pollen patty between the, like under the excluder. Now this is all like gonna do the same in Hive 2, I bet. Well, that wasn't my best idea ever. Well, they got lots of resources. This is all honey. So the good news is, if they have resources, I don't need to put sugar syrup, which means I can just leave that honey super on and see if they do anything in there. Yeah, this is all honey. These guys have loads of resources. Not seen any eggs, but okay. More honey. More honey. So this whole brood box is like full of resources. They did eat the whole pollen patty, so I think I'll give them some more. Okay, this is the drone frame, so I'm going to be swapping that out. There's some, well, I don't know if there's any, no, looks like no larvae in here, but let's just swap it out anyway. Well, that's just great. I'm going to give them the blank frame that I didn't give to Hive 3. They're pretty strong. They can build that up. Okay, I still haven't seen any sign of my queen, which is annoying because I'm going to have to go into the bottom box. Oh, eggs. Okay, found eggs. Well, I'm going to equip it while I'm ahead. I don't know where our queen is, but the eggs. So, I'm going to say we're good. Okay. I'm running out of steam. That hive was a challenge. Just a lot of bees around me. Hoping this one's not going to be as crazy, but it's a big hive, so who knows. Alright, I'm going to try and be a little more efficient with this one. But who knows. I do think we have some robbing going on, but I sealed that hive up pretty good, so hopefully nobody's going to be getting in any weird ways. Okay. We have robbing screens on all the hives because it's that time of year. Okay. Here we go. Now this hive, I might take the second honey super off. I don't know. I don't feel like they're doing anything in there, and maybe if I take it off, they'll actually do something in the other one. You know? So, I don't know. I've seen hive beetles here either. They're usually hanging out in this lid, and they're not there. Okay, so this honey super is still not filled up, but it's pretty stuck. Okay. Yeah, in fact, they've eaten some of it out. Oh, that's a broken frame. That's great. I wonder it wouldn't come up. Well, so this honey super is built out pretty well, but there's not any honey in it. Looks like they've eaten it. It got robbed out or something. This honey super they never really did much in, so I think I'm gonna take it off, put it in the freezer, and leave the other one on, for a while. Let's see if they. Here, see, I have the same good problem I had at the other hive. Yeah, this one they haven't really built out much, so I'm just going to take that one inside, remove it. Alright, well, I'm happy with the lack of hive beetles. That's a good thing. This is the one that all the drones hatched out of. So that was fun. Alright, I don't really want to do this, but add to the madness here. Over in my wagon, the 2 green frames that I took out are covered in bees right now. Not sure what I'm going to do about that when I take it inside, but I'm not seeing any sign of my queen yet. Oh, eggs in here, I think. Oh, I'm not sure where to make the queen cell. I'm going to stick in this one and just make sure. Yeah, loads of eggs. Alright, girls, so why are we making a queen cell? Let's get rid of that. Queen is laying just fine. Okay, so I saw eggs up here, so I kind of don't want to take these box off. I've had enough of this for today. So I think I might put the pollen patty on here and just not put the super cloth. There's another queen cell. But I know their queen is laying, so. Okay. So, stop right there. These guys have resources. They have eggs. 3 more in the bottom. There's a pollen patty up here, but no super cloth. And I am going to take that one honey super off so we can let them focus on the other one. Okay, so now we have this going on. So I think what I probably need to do is, number 1, get it away from here because it's going to cause robbing in the hives. I guess I'm gonna take this to the middle of the yard, away from the bees, and maybe try to knock them off. Or I don't know if I should just let them do what they're doing because I don't want to get stung. So I guess we'll see. Let's see here. Get this out of here. Crazy back here. So this is where the cart was. We've got craziness at the hives. But this should settle down pretty quick because I've sealed off all the places that robbers could get in. So they're going to give up. But there's probably going to be some casualties. I think that I could just, that's one way to do it. So basically if I knock them off here and take a run for it, they're not going to figure out that it's moved. Most of them anyway. Yeah, so they're just going to stay here even though there's nothing here. Eventually they'll give up and go home. Not really anything in this super. I don't really know the best way to get the bees out of it though. In case anyone was wondering, we have a chest freezer in our garage just for bee stuff. Not going in the house or anything. So this is where we put frames and supers and whatever else whenever it comes off the hive, just to kill any parasites that might be in it. You can't just put them in a Rubbermaid or something because there could be hive beetle larvae or wax moth larvae in there, or any other kinds of parasites, mites, and so you want to make sure you're not passing that on when you put it back in the hive. So after you freeze the stuff for a couple of days, you can remove it and put it in a Rubbermaid bin if it doesn't have any honey on it, but I don't really need to do that because I have plenty of space in the freezer right now. You know, sometime in the future that might be an issue, but you know, if you were extracting honey from a whole bunch of frames, what you can do is put the wet frames outside, and like what you see the bees doing today with those couple of frames I had sitting there would happen. They would come and clean them out, and then you put the dry frames back in the freezer for a couple of days, and then you can store them in like a Rubbermaid bin with some mothballs or something in there. Yeah, so that's our setup for that. Yep, so there's a little bit of a pollen patty in the bottom of here, but I think they're just after the smell of honey that they don't realize has moved on. So anyway, I'm just going to leave that there for now and let them do their thing. Eventually they'll give up and go home.